Hello, this is Ms. DB. In this video, we are going to look at using order of operations, and we are going to complete a worksheet that's a little bit different this time. In this worksheet, you're going to do some problems, and then your answers are going to help you answer a riddle. The joke is, what do you get when you cross a stereo with a refrigerator? And if you do these problems correctly, then we will use the key down here in order to solve the riddle. So order of operations is when we use certain rules to simplify math problems, and we use the rules every time. So the order of operations that we are going to use are right here. So if there's any work to be done in parentheses, you do that first. Then you simplify any exponents that you see. Then you do any multiplication and division in order from left to right. And then finally, you do any addition and subtraction in order from left to right. Now we're going to do two worksheets. This first one is only doing the last two steps of the order of operations. So multiplication, division, and then any addition and subtraction. There's no parentheses or exponents on this worksheet. But there's another assignment where you will have some parentheses and maybe some exponents too. So let's look at how we're going to actually do this worksheet. This is, I think, easy enough to understand, so I'm going to move this over so all we see is that box that shows there. And let's look at simplifying these expressions. Let's look at number 3. So you might think that you should take 8 plus 20 and add it together. But you need to stop and go back to the order of operations. There's some division here. And the order of operations says that you need to do multiplication and division first before you add or subtract. So I'm just going to type the 8 and the plus sign. And now I'm going to figure out what is 20 divided by 10. You might be able to do that one in your head. If you can't, you can use a calculator. But 20 divided by 10 is 2. Now I do the addition part. You can put this on a new line if you want and write the answer, or we could just put the answer up here to save a little space. Doesn't matter to me. So the answer is 10. Now what you do with that answer, that's the answer for number 3. Okay, so we need to find where 10 is. There's 10 right here. So when you find 10, that is the letter E. So when we did number 3, which is the second one here, we are going to put that that's an E. Okay, I'm going to cross this off so I don't use it again. To cross it off, you could highlight it or you could use this strike through button, but I don't want to forget that I already used this. Okay, so now I'm going to go back up and let's just pick some random one to do again. Let's do number 9. Okay, number 9 says 120 minus 60 divided by 3 plus 11 times 4. Well, I know I'm not going to do the subtraction first because I see division and multiplication. Now, you don't have to do the multiplication first. What you have to do is the division because it comes first in order from left to right. So I'm going to rewrite my 120 and my minus sign, and then I'll divide 60 divided by 3. 60 divided by 3 is equal to 20. So I put 20 there. Now I can go ahead and do my multiplication because I know that's going to be next. 11 times 4. I think that that is 44, but we can double check it to make sure we don't make a mistake. Yep, that is 44. Now we are ready to do our addition and subtraction in order from left to right. Do not add the 20 plus 44 together. You have to take 120 minus 20 first. 120 minus 20, that's easy to do in our heads. That's just a 100. Then we can do our addition of plus 44. So the final answer for this problem is 144. That's number 9. Now you're going to go ahead and find 144 on your table. Oh, I see it right here. 144 matches with C, and this is number 9. So we're going to come over here, and where I see, oh, I passed it. Where I see number 9, I'm going to type a C. Now, you might want to do this part on your own paper. It might be a little bit easier than trying to get these to line up. And then you're going to, when it's all said and done, you will have the answer to this riddle. What do you get when you cross a stereo with a refrigerator? I was going to cross this one off. And your answer will, if it makes sense, if these are words and you're like, oh, I get it, then you know that you solved each of these problems correctly. It's a way to check your work. All right, we'll be doing more of these from time to time, so I hope you enjoy it. Have a wonderful day, and let me know if you have any questions.